What's up, YouTube? It's Yemi here again from SwingTradeFX. And yes, I'm back again another week. I told you guys I'm back now. I'm a little less busy right now, and I'm here to give you guys nuggets and values upon values. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about one of the favorite things I love talking about, which is the multi-time frame analysis. A lot of you have been in my DMs to kind of know how to carry out the multi-time frame analysis. And in this video, I'm going to show you. I'm not just going to show you, but I'm going to analyze live, right? And a trade I want to take for this week is already 20th of November 2023. And I'm going to show you how it play out so that you guys can understand this is not gimmicks. All you need to do is learn the basis upon which the market works, the principle upon which market works. And trust me, you're going to watch everything that seems technical become less technical. You know, one thing I love to say to my student is the goal of me as a mentor and as a teacher is to make everything that seems technical the least technical thing. At the end of the day, Forex is less technical because when you look at it the way I look at it through my lens, everything we're doing is storytelling prices, right? The idea is to take prehistorical data of the market or stories of the market and use it within a probabilistic context to actually tell what is going to happen in the future, right? So this is what we're doing. And in today's class and in today's video, or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to show you. So sit back and enjoy. Let's go. Okay. So now that we're back, let's get straight into it. The first thing I love to do when I want to analyze the market, I'm a pure technical trader. I don't use any indicator. The first thing I love to do is kind of have an understanding of the trend of the market. Okay. And having an understanding of the trend of the market is just glancing through the market. You kind of see right here on your screen what the market has been doing in recent time, right? And which is what it has been moving on a bullish trend. Another thing that I recommend for everyone to do is, for you to have additional confidence, for everyone that supports you trading with news, right? The best thing you want to do before you get started every week is to have an idea of what the market is doing as regards to economic data releases, right? And for me, I use the Fast Bull Market is a very wonderful website I discovered. As you can see, here's the Fast Bull Market, right? Just go to www.fastbull.com. They have a very, very good integrated data right on the screen, and they are very fast, right? Some of the best places I love to go to is the 7x24 economic news to kind of have an understanding of what is going on right there, right? So let's go into it directly. So what do we have right here? This is what it looks like. So you kind of have an idea of what you want, what you expect from the market that same week, right? And they have a very wonderful interface that you can be able to just customize the kind of news you want to. Number one, your time zone, as you can see right here. You can see your time zone right here. Then you can decide on what you want to see on your screen, the zone. What kind of news do you want to see on your screen? So let's click on it. You can see different news. If you're focused, for me now, I trade the pounds JPY. I want to be focused on Asia news and I want to be focused on the Eurozone, right? I can customize it to that point, right? And I can look at it from this point and see like the news and their impact on the market and look at the impact feature to see what is most likely. This kind of give me an idea of what to expect in the market, and it kind of give me an idea of the kind of move I would expect of the market. You know what I mean? Another one I would love you to see is just the news data, right? These are super fast, right? They're like really so timely. They happen in real time, right? So you can go to the fastbull.com, to actually get them as your plug for all the news. So let's get back into what we got going on. So yes, so after checking the trend and checking the news, the next thing you want to know is identify the most recent structure in which the market has been moving. So from the most recent structure, what you can see right here is that the price has been moving on, as you can see, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and we have the most recent higher lows right here. So I want to be able to understand that the market has been moving off of this point right here. And what did happen? After the market moved off of this point, we got a situation where the market, broke this level right here. So it kind of give me an understanding to what the market is doing right? The market is extremely bullish. That's the information I want to get, right? And I always recommend to all my students, keep your chart clean. The cleaner it gets, the more you're able to see things, right? Don't let your chart go rough, right? So what do we have right here? What we have right here is very simple. Now I have an understanding of what the market is doing, right? So I moved to the 4 hours time frame. But before I moved into that, I saw that the market broke this previous area, went above and now coming back below. So what does it looks like? The structure is still intact, higher low, higher lows, higher low, higher low. The structure has not broken, so I'm still very much bullish on this wonderful pair. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, what do we have? It kind of makes sense on the 4 hours time frame because now I'm able to read the perfect structure leading to the break. Like I said, the market is a bunch of stories, right? So what do? I see the market moving on the lower lows, on the lower highs, and the lower lows and the lower highs to this point. And the market made the push to this point, broke it right here, came to this previous area of support and resistance, and the market found a higher low right here. And ever since then, price has been moving up. So it's of interest for me to actually identify the higher low, the most significant higher low leading to the price breaking the previous area of resistance. So what do I mean? After the market eat all of this and give us all of this, right? The market broke this last resistance, which is on the daily time frame. So it kind of give me an information about what is really happening in the market. So now that I can see what is really happening in the market, I kind of have an understanding now that over time the market has been moving on a higher high, a higher low, a higher high rise at the spot, right? And price formed into a minor consolidation right here and started to move, right? So this makes perfect sense for me, right? Now that this makes perfect sense for me, I can now realize that I have a structure right here, which is this is the most significant higher low that the market had moved. And after the market was done moving in that significant higher low, I started to have, higher high, higher low, and all of this smaller structure has played up until this point, and the market is rejecting it. So it kind of makes sense to me that I have a most significant higher low. Then when I look to the top again, I have the most recent area where the market has been moving. So it kind of send the signal to me that markets is moving on a significant area of support right on the 4 hours time frame. As you can see, we have the support right here, the support right here, the support right here. Now this looks very good, right? And another thing I would like to bring out, let's go to the day time frame to understand what I'm saying. So look at the structure of the market very well, so that you can understand what I mean by when I say this spot right here is the most significant higher low, and this is just minor structure. Now look at it closely. When the market was making a move, lower lows and lower highs to this level and high, previous area of support turn resistance, and price found a higher low, rejected this level, broke. You can see the price came back and retested this level, forming this higher low, right? And ever since then, price consolidated to form a smaller structure of the higher low, and price has been moving. So technically, this is the most significant. This 4 hour time frame significant higher low was what's after the market found a higher low at this point right here. This next higher low is the most significant higher low that sends the market consolidation to breaking this level. So what does that mean for me? So in overall structure, I'm gonna say this is the higher high, the higher low, and all of these are the high. And if I find a retracement right here, is worthy of me bringing out my Fibonacci out. As you know, I only analyze the market with 3 tools: the trend line, the support resistance, and the Fibonacci, right? So what do we have right here? Beautiful. We have our 61.8 Fibonacci right here. So let me label this as my 61.8. My 61.8 Fibonacci. Now, this is looking more interesting because if you watch my video on Fibonacci or chart structure, most especially Fibonacci, right? I want you to go and watch it, right? It's pinned in the link above, right? I spoke about when there's confluence of 1 or 2 analytical structure, analytical tools confirming a level as a value area. It's most likely a high probability area. Now we have all of these zones to ourselves as a very significant area where the market could actually start the next bullish phase of movement. So it's a duty to go to the lower time frame, the 4 hours time frame, to see what the market is doing. Okay, the market is rejecting, that spot. Then come to the 1 hour time frame to see what the market is doing, where we're going to get ready for our trade. All right. So let me make this smaller bit so that we can have an understanding of what we're doing. So now we are beginning to have an understanding of what we're doing. So the next thing I want to see again is bring out from this higher low, bring out my trend line right from that spot. Now you can see that we have a very strong confluence in the zone, right? Go and watch my trend line video, right? I put out these things for free. Many of those things you're going to find in people's courses. You're not even going to find it in a lot of expensive courses, right? I put it out for free to you guys. When you find a confluence of a diagonal support or resistance, which is the trend line, and horizontal support or resistance, which is the support or resistance line, or the Fibonacci support and resistance, there's a high probability of a high probability trade right there because the zone is a very strong one. As you can see right here, we check three of them, right? We have the Fibonacci check, we have the zone check, which is horizontal support and area of support, right? How do we get the area of support? You can see the support right here. Now look at it right carefully. I want you to look at it. Can you see the support right here? Can you see the support right here? And you can see the zones of support right here. So we have a very strong area of support right here. Then what do we have again? The trend line, touch 1, touch 2, touch 3, and prices respecting it right now. So we have a very strong confluence right here. So what do we do? It's telling us that price could continue is bullish rally right there. And if price should give us a very strong bullish rally, do you know where I'm going to be taking my take profit? I'm going to be looking to take my profit right at this point, right? So this is looking really good for us, right? This is looking really good for us. So we have an area of take profit right here, okay? And I can see a very beautiful risk reward on this trade. By the way, for me, I will be looking forward to, taking my trade to as much as this level, but I'm not going to tell you the reasons why I'm going to take it right there. If you want to know, you can join my mentorship classes. I offer one-on-one private mentorship to a few people. I take just few people in a month, and you can also subscribe to my masterclass. My masterclass, wonderful. A lot of people have become profitable off my masterclass, right? And maybe sometime later in the year, when the year is over and we're on vacation mode, I can host a 3 days boot camp. Watch out for that, right? So for me, I see about a 1:8, 1:9 risk reward trade already, right? But let's keep it this at this point right already, right? So we're going to be looking to take this. I mean, many of you can assume because the market is in the direction of the trend, but it takes more than just having an assumption that the market is in the direction of the trend to actually figure out like that key level where I'm going to take. I can see the level I want to take my profit already, but let's go back into the 30 minutes, which is the time frame where I want to take my profit. So where I want to take my trade entry from. So what would be my entry on this pair? It's very simple. I can see that the market is rejecting this area, but does that mean that I just jump into the market? No, I actually wait for 2 or 3 or 4 step entry confirmation before I enter a trade. In this case, I'm going to tell you the first confirmation, only one confirmations that I want to use, right? Which is pretty accurate, right? In this trade, I could see that when the market was moving, when the market was coming, I started to move on the lower lows, the lower highs, and all of these were the low, smaller structures. Then the low, we have the lower high right here. And you can see right here that the market broke this level, retested it right here, and is approaching that level. If the market can break this back into this level, this is already a valid entry for me with my stop loss below at this point. So what is my setup going to look like? I'm looking for a situation whereby the market would get to this point, right? There might be a little reaction right here, obviously, because of the previous area of support, right? And then I'm looking at a situation whereby the market is going to be making a move to the upside, right? And eating my take profit right on this level. So for me, this trade is looking more to me like about a 1 ratio, about 1:4 4-ish, right? About 1:4-ish. I'm gonna be looking at about my stop loss somewhere around this point, about 73 pips for 286. So it's gonna be giving me a 1:4, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how this plays out. There's no gimmicks attached to these things. This is a trade I'm going to take immediately the market open. Okay, so quick update on the trade. I can see that the market did the first thing I said it was going to do while I was analyzing, which is the market reaching out from the spot and giving me some retracement. Now the retracement went as much as coming deeper to this point, so it's about time for me to find my entry right now. So what am I waiting for? I would love to see a break above this level, And I would love to see my counter trend line get broken. And if I get this, then we can be buying even for a much more better risk reward, about 1:5 risk reward on this trade. So what is it going to look like for me now? This is the time where I wait. I think this retracement that I wanted to happen is happen, and you can see it's eating the market, the trend line on the fourth touch, and the trend line is rejecting, the support area is rejecting. Price is actually looking forward for a change on the for rejection around the 61.8 Fibonacci area. So my setup is going to be like this. I'm going to be looking for the market immediately. I find a candlestick break and close above this level. I'm definitely buying this market to the upside, right, to this level. So I'm going to be giving you guys an update on how it plays out. So this is going to be what I will be looking out for my entry. And when it plays out, you know, we are going to see what happens. So in this case, should I be finding my entry right here? My stop loss will be below this point, about 75 pips, right, below the last level, so that the market can breathe. That's the psychology behind it. And I'll be looking at 305 pips, which is about 1:3.8, approximately about 4. So let's see what happens. Or is it 1:3.8? No. I think 72, 302. I think that should be about 1:4. 1:4. 302, 72, 302 divided by 72 is, yes, 1:4.1. So we're going to be seeing 1:4.1 on this beautiful trade. So let's see how that plays out, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. Let's go. All right, so this is how this trade finally played out. As you can see, I took my trade right from the spot, and you know, we're able to take about 174 pips. And what did we risk on this beautiful pair? We risked about 6 to 7 pips, so it's about 1:2 plus risk reward. So looking at this trade, I took my profit. Why did I take my profit? I'm not feeling, you know, the move, the momentum anymore. And you know, I mean, almost 1:3, right? um some people took the profit on 1:2.3. I thought it was 1:2.3, but now that I'm looking at my trade, it was about 1:2.5, 2.6. So it's almost like 1:3, which is a very good risk reward for me. So this is how you trade the market, right? Your ability to put everything in context, and your ability to digest the market and break the market down on each time frame with respect to what the market is trying to do is what makes us a good trader, right? So this is it, guys, and I hope you guys see that truly indeed this is not a gimmicks, right? I showed you guys how I arrived at that, and you can see how the trade played out the day after. And this is just how we make money. You don't have to force trades, okay? I hope this helps someone who is finding it hard analyzing the markets. And you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. For you that you're looking to, you know, get, you know, mentored by someone who actually does this for real, right? You can hit me up via the Telegram link in description, and you can definitely reach out to me. You're going to find my contact from my Telegram channel. Let me get you enrolled and stop wasting your time and stop walking around the circles. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.